And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now it's Palmer. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And tough starting field position here. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Brady now on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And shedding through the tackle. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, he used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, when you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaquez Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd down, Palmer goes underneath for Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, Palmer. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter. Made that big-time returner in that one. I still remember seeing and
he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And from 11 yards out, and the Chiefs are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again, Brady. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Brady to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
They trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, it's Palmer. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Palmer. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. TFountain Austin, 71 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think
Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that he make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Brady opportunity to throw on second down. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
8 yards there on a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. To throw is Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Julian Edelman, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Henry on first down. Room to run past midfield. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to power through. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Nick Vigil with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They begin with Henry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it again with Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. 3rd and 2, now Palmer. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, it's Henry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Palmer. shakes off the sand. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They're going to clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
To throw is Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw, Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Palmer now throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
There's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, it's Brady. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. So that's Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now it's Palmer. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jaquez Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now what can Palmer do here in overtime? Going deep here for... Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? but I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Running left, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Palmer. He completes it to Bryant. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 41-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I've got zero rooting interest in this game, but this is a lot of fun to watch. When you watch a guy get with his offensive line and have that great relationship, and I think it has to have been built during the week, during training camp, throughout the season, sitting and watching tape together, finding where their creases are, the gaps, knowing how guys are going to block. And right now, he's almost unstoppable.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down, Palmer. And Allen's got it. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.